Your boy is finally verified, as you guys can see. So I just want to take a moment and thank you guys all for watching my videos. And yeah, pretty cool. We're verified. That's why I had to. The other day, I actually took all my videos down because I had to apply and you have to take your video. It's a really weird process, but I'm finally verified. And yeah, I appreciate you guys all. Never thought I'd ever be verified on YouTube. Hopefully, we hit 100K some point. That'd be cool. But I really appreciate the support. Keep doing what you're doing. And I just want to, this is going to be a short video. I'm just going to do maybe a little review, but I just want to say to you guys, I I just want to shout out my Discord chat, and this is not to promote or anything. This is just a genuine shout out to people in my chat who people come and learn from me. So basically today, I was not in chat in the afternoon, and you guys can see at 403, 43, whatever, all 43, boom, take profit, boom, GG's, boom, okay, let's grab 10 times the charm, boom, shot. Like, I come in the chat, and every single person is in the same trade. And if you watch my YouTube videos, you probably know what trade it was, right? You know we had data highs. And I'm going to go over these data highs in a second. You know we data highs / equal highs, okay? So it was equal highs, basically, and everyone was in the same trade. And it's so nice as a mentor to come in your chat and just see that. It's great. It's such a good feeling because I wasn't even telling people that like we were going to data highs. Of course, I already knew that because I teach it, but it's fun when you don't actually tell people and everyone's in it on their own because of what I taught them. And I mean, yeah, it was just a good day. So obviously, I just want to go over this morning a little bit. So the number one hardest thing in trading is taking a loss and still having the conviction in a trade. So I just want to use a really good example from this morning. So this morning I actually took a trade. It was a 10-point loss. So what I did is I entered in this inversion, and I know what you're thinking. You're like, Dodgy, it didn't get stopped out. We never closed back below. Should have been a break-even trade. And I totally understand that. But I put my stop below this OB because I'm dumb. And that's what I wanted to do in the moment. And I felt like, okay, 10 points, that's fine. And I entered on this candle close. So I entered at 1840, got stopped out at 29. So it was an 11-point loss. Now, in reality, this should have been a break-even trade based off how I trade. But it was an OB. I'm putting myself on an OB, and I felt comfortable with that. And what happened was, if I didn't get stopped, I would have moved myself to break even after this 1052 candle. Because if you know anything about my live streams, or you've watched my past live streams, or you've watched Price enough, Price should not retrace back under this OB here. So it should not come back to this line. And especially after a green candle order block here and relative low resistance liquidity, you should not see that dump. And if it does, you know you're in trouble. So you can see that would have been a break-even trade, but I put my stop on an LB. But here's the thing. I was actually getting a lot of hate in my chat earlier in my live stream. As you guys know, I live stream every day. And I even made a Twitter announcement about this earlier. And people were like, dude, you're taking too many you're taking too many losses. And the first play I alerted was I actually said, I'm like, it was this play down here. And I actually kind of jumped the entry on this a little bit. And I'm like, but I didn't directly alert it because it didn't really give the mechanical entry. And I just want to tell you guys, there's a difference between being mechanical and being a good trader. Why is this a play a good trader would take? Because even though we don't get the close, this is almost like a turtle soup, and it's almost like an AMD because we have this accumulation. And you know, when we get this V-shaped recovery, I mean, halfway through this candle, like here, I mean, you know that's gonna close above. So I actually jumped the entry, and I literally told my chat, I'm like, okay, this is not financial advice, but, and I told everyone I was in. Again, I told them a little late because I didn't want to, obviously, and I'm not going to execute it then on the screen because it's not fair to people newer coming in to learn. But I would just, you got to understand there's a difference between a trader and someone who's learning concepts and just mechanically taking them. Because if someone's taking this mechanically, they're not going to get in. Again, a trader knows that, okay, this is AMD. We have relative equal highs above, and I'm going to take this. And I took it anyway. So I was already up like 30 or 40 points off this. And I told people, I'm like, you're probably wondering, half of you are probably wondering, what about this 3-minute fair value gap? And I told people, I'm like, I'm demoing this only. I'm already in a live count here. So I took this on demo and it just got completely destroyed. Well, why? Why did I take this on demo, not live? One, I was already in from here. And if you ever see manipulation, in any time frame, the distribution entry is hit or miss, especially if your bias is wrong. And that's why the 3-minute failed. I almost can guarantee you, if we did not get this weird accumulation here and this V shape down and up again, I think this entry would have worked. I think if we just went up here, so if prices went up here, this would have worked. And unfortunately, it just got completely wrecked, and I felt bad because I took it on demo. I'm like, well, guys, I'm taking this on demo. I mean, if you didn't get in this entry, because a lot of the newer people probably wouldn't, then I mean, it's up to you if you want to enter this. The stop's really big, and I felt bad, and it was a loss. But I said I'm not taking this in my live count. The only trade I actually took in my live count was this one right here. And again, a lot of you were probably wondering, what's wrong with this play? Nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. It was just bad price action. And whether you put your stop at the OB like me, or whether you made it a close below, which I probably should have done, should have been our break-even trade, because if you trade it long enough, you know that this next candle, or this candle should accelerate to the break-even stop, and it never did. I mean, that's just screen time thing. That's you being a trader, okay? So this video is, what's the difference between a trader and a person just following my YouTube videos? Well, again, a trader's going to go along here because they know what's up. What else is a trader going to do? A trader is going to, even though they get stopped out here for 10 points, they still have conviction in this because they've seen it a million times. So a trader is going to re-enter this 3-minute here, which I did. And you're probably wondering, why did I enter before the inversion here? Well, I thought this was a turtle soup, and it's hard to explain why, but ES at the time had swept equal lows. I actually alerted this play in ES, and I don't take ES, but ES swept these equal lows. I'm like, I bet you this is a good soup. So ES swept these lows, and I'm like, oh, I bet this is a good soup as well, because if ES is sweeping lows and we had relative equal highs on ES, I was like, yeah, this is probably bullish. And we had low resistance according to NQ. So I actually took this thinking, okay, well, if we inverse this, we should inverse this. And I know you're thinking, you're like, Dodgy, that's not your model. You have to wait for the singular one. But that's being a trader. And sometimes I'm a trader because I've been trading for 4 years and it's hard to teach. So I took that, got stopped at break even, of course, on this pullback. And then what else does a trader do? Well, I only took one loss for the day on my live count. So what did I do? I re-entered this. And I actually have a live recording of it on YouTube, on Twitter if you want to watch it. But I re-entered this, target the last high, the low resistance liquidity. And even though I took a 10-point loss before, this was actually a 40-point win for me. Well, why was it a 40-point win, even though it wasn't a 40-point win? Because I actually got in early because I'm a trader. And I said, I'm like, I'm averaging in. I think it was around here. I told my stream, I'm like, I'm averaging in here. I'm still very confident we run this. I still think this is a soup. I still think this was just a 2022 model. Okay, 2022 model. We tapped this volume imbalance. And that's just being a trader and learning from ICT and why you have to watch ICT mentorship. I mean, experience can, I mean, my YouTube videos cannot teach this stuff. This is all experience. So I actually got in before the inverse again. I averaged in, and then I averaged up on this candle. And it was about a 40-point play for me. So, you're going to see that made everyone's day. A lot of people left my stream at that point, whatever, because they're mad at me taking those couple losses. And again, losses are just part of the game. If you guys took a loss this morning because you're kind of confused or whatever it may be, okay, because I got a lot of Instagram DMs. They're like, well, I took a couple losses. As long as you're not entering based off of, okay, intuition, it has to be off of something. Like, all my entries are always going to be off of something. Like, this was off of volume imbalance. This was off an inversion. This was off an inversion. As long as you're not just entering. And what happens when AM sucks? PM's good. And I always say this in a lot of my videos. And you're going to see here, I don't even know what to say about this. You guys know this textbook entry. Everyone should have taken this. I mean, momentum, everything was there. OB, data highs. I mean, this is just, it's a really good entry. Scale targets would have been here, and then here, and then you would have gone south to break even the rest probably. But it's still a very, very good trade. And it just shows you everything I teach is good. And then this one right here, all right. I mean, this was a good play, just big stop loss, so I didn't even take this, but it's a good play. It was a scale half break even play, obviously. And yeah, it was a good play. Unlucky that didn't hit. And then what is the difference of a trader and a mechanical trader? This is another example right here. A trader will take this. they won't be like, oh, but dodgy, this inverse fair value gap's really not obvious. I don't even, it's there. And when we get this momentum with a newly created fair value gap and a newly created order block with equal highs above, and we have even a not obvious fair value gap, this is still going to be a good entry because that's what a trader knows that. A trader's like, okay, well, even though this isn't obvious, it doesn't have to be obvious. I know where liquidity is. I know we got an OB here. And that's being a trader, okay, not a robot being like, oh, I'm just following what Dodgy says in his videos. And the more you trade, the more you're going to learn that. So I just want to, again, I feel like this is a good video to make because people won't understand that you will not become a trader for a while. I mean, it's a while. It does not take 2 years. It takes more than 2 years to become a trader. Okay. Most of you are probably mechanical right now, but it will come. The screen time and just, I'm sure a lot of, like, again, everyone in my Discord today who said, boom, these guys have seen this over and over and over again. And that's why they say that. So this hopefully is a YouTube video that's going to help you guys. I thought it was good to go over. And yeah, that's all I got for today. I appreciate you guys' support getting verified. Very hard to get verified on YouTube. So I will see you all later. Have a nice night, morning, evening, wherever you are, and peace.